Hello, my name is Kaylee Mueller, and today I'm here to talk to you about branding and why it's important. The reason I'm making this video today is because I see a lot of local small businesses that when they start, they don't really put a high priority on having a logo or having a brand. And somehow I want to get that stigma or thought process to change and to switch over, because having a logo is like the most important part of starting a business. I like to think of logos as having three main jobs that they are meant to fulfill for that company. The first is for the logo to make your business look professional, credible, trustworthy. Those kind of all go hand in hand. If your logo looks professional and looks like well put together, people are more likely to trust you with whether it be services, goods, whatever you are offering. Your logo is like the first thing people see, and it's going to be the thing that they recognize and associate you with. So you need to make sure that that logo is something that's clean, professional, somehow incorporates what you're about and what your company is about. The second job is for your logo to be like a first impression. A logo is kind of like your handshake to strangers. It's what they see, and as much as we say that people shouldn't judge books by their covers, we all do it and we're all guilty of it. If you see a logo that's very professional and clean, you might not be able to explain why that one's different from one that's not, but you just see it. Like you visually are attracted to one more than the other. The third job of a logo is to build somewhat of like a pride factor. I talk to a lot of small businesses that are starting up, and they need something to just get excited about, and like some sort of brand to like build a following and build a look, and to like make those business cards and make those brochures and just make them visually appealing so they appeal to a more wide range of people, or maybe just a narrow market, whatever you think fits you best. But having a logo just is the groundwork for all of that. So you want to build a house, but you want it to be really cheap and you want it to be really fast. All in all, when the house is finished, you have a brand new house, but since it went up so fast and was so cheaply made, it's not really going to do the job it's supposed to do and last the test of time. It's kind of the same thing with logos. A lot of times people do have logos, but they don't want to spend the money on it, and they don't want to take the time to make fit their brand to the best possible way it could be. So a lot of times you'll see people hiring their cousin or their son or their wife, or maybe just typing something up quick on the computer and calling it a logo. There's a process to making a logo, and it's more of getting to know your business and your audience and where you want to go in the future. The process of creating a logo is like transferring your whole what you are into a visual thing. I just see so much potential within all of these small businesses that don't really have a logo or don't really have a brand system. People hire graphic designers to do a logo because it's a visual communication, and that's how graphic designers are trained to think, is more visually. But when you do hire one, you kind of have to let them do their job and not just steer them through the whole thing, just like you wouldn't hire a plumber and then follow him downstairs and tell him exactly what to do. There's just an aspect about it that's part of what your money's going towards, is just trusting them to visually guide you. So to help make my point, I went online and looked up different logos and found some of the worst ones that I could find just on Google Images, and I redid them real quick. Designing a logo with intent is different than just kind of throwing one together. This is the first one. Not sure how you read it, but I read it very inappropriately. So I took that and I just quickly redesigned it with something that I came up with. And if you look closely, there's nuts in the grapes. Here's the second one that I found. Cobra Pest Control. And I said, wow, that's really ugly. I should redo it. So I did this. So just kind of like a quick redesign. Like if they were my customer, this might be a logo I would suggest that they consider. So if you're starting a business, or if you're a current business owner and have a logo, but you're not really crazy about it, and you want one with more intent and more of something that gives you that unique personal touch and kind of just emulates who you are in a brand, I'd be happy to help. There are tons of graphic designers in Nebraska, and this is what we're trying to do for people. Is it goes deeper than just a pretty logo. It's something for you to stand behind. It's something for your customers to stand behind. It's something visual, so when people see it, they're automatically attracted to it, and you are automatically click with that customer just because of how you are presenting yourself. I can't stress enough how having a logo is just as important to small businesses as it is to larger corporations. My business rocks. My logo rocks. We're gonna rock. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me or call me. I'd love to chat with you about your goals and where you see your business going in the next few years and how good design can go hand in hand to make that possible.